What's going on, everybody? I'm standing right now in front of a very, very famous house in Toronto that was in a movie from the 80s. If you're an 80s kid, you love this movie, but I'm not doing this video about this movie. I'm gonna do it later in the summer, but it's right there in front of me. Wait, okay, there. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't tell. I'm not gonna give it away. I just wanna give a big shout out to Simon Butler for contributing to me on Patreon. Simon, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much. Extra videos, live chats, all that on Patreon. Simon, I appreciate it a lot. And Paul Michaels, Paul from Montreal, y'all, I really appreciate it too. He who contributed to me on Patreon as well. Paul, you're amazing. You've been writing to me for a long time. So for you, I'm gonna say something I never thought I would say, and it hurts me to say it. Go Habs, go. I can't believe I just said that. Go Habs, go. Go Leafs. There, sorry. All right, today's video. Simon, Paul, thank you for contributing to me on Patreon. Today's video, let's go. What house is that though?
I know you gonna dig this.
What's going on? One of the movies that I've most been requested to film the filming locations for is Gran Torino, one of my favorite movies. Clint Eastwood is an incredible director. A Perfect World, Unforgiven. The Mule. This is his newest movie. I love The Mule. This is such a great movie. But my favorite movie by him is A Perfect World, followed by Gran Torino. And here's the house from Gran Torino right here. There's Walt's house from Gran Torino. And right beside him, that's where Sue and Thao would have lived. If you haven't seen Gran Torino, I highly recommend it. And I was just talking to the owner of the house here. He said they did shoot inside both houses. It was all shot here. And they used the interiors. Usually they'll do that in the studio. They'll recreate either a whole new look or design to look exactly like the inside of the house, of what it would look like. But this one, practical set inside the house. Very cool. Walt, Sue, Walt, Sue, Walt, Sue. So it's Highland Park, Michigan, which is in Detroit, like a little suburb. Quiet little street. Really cool. And thank you to the people who suggested I come out here to do this, because it was a good idea. Because I love that movie.
Get off my lawn.
So that's it for filming location for Gran Torino. Do I want to go see some more? No, I do not.
No!
Sorry, I don't want to do it. Am I lying to you? Yes. Of course I'm going to show you more. I'm going to go to 2 more, maybe 3. Probably just 2. I don't know. Sun's going down. Gotta go find them. You're not doing these filming locations right. You should go to all of them. Do you know how long that takes? Detroit's a big city, but they filmed all around here. Did they film in other cities?
No!
All here. So, there it is. Walt's house, Sue's house, Walt's house, Sue's house. Let's go and look at more locations from Gran Torino. And my favorite scene. I'm gonna show you where my favorite scene was filmed, and then another part, and then maybe one more. Okay, are you enjoying this?
I said no!
Well then, you're not nice. So, right behind me here, this is St. Ambrose Church. This is where Walt, Clint Eastwood's character, where his wife's funeral was held. And where he turns and gives that Clint Eastwood look to his grandkids because they're disrupting the funeral with some unruly behavior. Now, it's all locked up. Those doors, these doors. But there's these doors. And guess what? We're gonna go in and get a tour, and we're gonna look at where all the scenes inside were filmed. You ready to go inside? This is the church from Gran Torino. I'm taking you inside, not just outside, inside a church. I'm going inside a church, people. When I walk into the church and burst into a ball of flames, the only Hall of Fame I'm inducted in is the Alcohol Hall of Fame on the wall of shame. Right here, let's go in.
Go after you've been in here, go watch the movie again,
Yeah.
and you'll say, oh yeah.
There's the confessional from the movie right there. Wow.
Each church has its own flavor and all that, a lot of that's left up to
Right.
whoever's pastor at the time. So he was here for 2 weeks.
Wow.
So yeah, this is outward, but then set up for the funeral in the movie.
All right
Except
here.
for all the mylar and all that is still in the Easter season.
Oh, that's what that was for?
Yeah.
The mylar?
That's just
Otherwise, it's still the
leftover
same for
Easter
the movie.
decorations that go until next week.
All right, so how cool was that? That was pretty awesome. And right over here, the lovely lady who's assisting me was showing me, or telling me, that this parking lot right here, let's flip it around. All their trucks here for a very, very long time. Because a lot of the scenes are shot around this area. So base camp was set up right here for Gran Torino in this parking lot. Gorgeous church, really nice. All right, are we done for Gran Torino filming locations? And
No!
we are not. We're gonna go to one more, maybe two, but I think one more. Possibly two. They're right around here. All right, let's go. Are you bored?
No!
Good.
What are we doing? What do you want to do?
All right, remember this part of the movie? This is where Walt gets out of the job. This is a hardware store, and they filmed inside. It's literally a 2-minute drive from the church. Again, here it is. Looks closed. They had to close at 6. I came a little late in the day. But here it is, the hardware store. All right, I'm going to another location, but then I just thought of another location that I really need to see, and now I'm angry that I didn't think about that because it's all the way back on the other side of the city. So, 2 more locations coming up from Gran Torino. In Gran Torino, Clint Eastwood plays a curmudgeonly old man who's living by himself in that house I showed you, and a family of Hmong, the Hmong culture. They live next door, and he's a racist old man, but he befriends them somewhat. Well, you gotta watch the movie and see what happens. It's got a little bit of everything, and you're gonna really, you start to like this racist old man. You start to root for him, even though he's, well, racist. But you'll see what I mean by it when you see the movie. Kind of comes around a little bit. And it's got a great build, that movie. It just builds and builds and builds. And it's, yeah, you'll love Gran Torino. It's more than a cult classic, because I get more requests for Gran Torino than almost any other movie. A lot of horror movie requests I get to do. But Gran Torino, at least once a week on either Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Someone says, can you do Gran Torino? So I'm doing Gran Torino. I've just said Gran Torino 18 times in 1 minute. So that's basically the plot. You'll see. Okay, 2 more locations. Wow. All right, all you big Gran Torino fans, take a look here. Right here is where Walt saves Sue from the gang of toughs that are hanging out in the area. Remember that? He has a fake gun, and then he pulls out a real gun. But Walt would have been right over there. That's where he's watching the action happen. See all that in the background. And Sue and her male friend, we'll call him, come right up this street. As you can see, it's a pretty gritty area of Detroit. This used to all be houses back in the day, and a lot of these are gone now. Look at that across the street. It's blown out, and that's done. But you see this building in the background. Yeah. Now you're gonna, as you've seen, I mean, this is an abandoned building now too, where they're walking. It kind of doesn't make any sense why they'd be walking through this area, because nobody's around at this. Well, I've driven through this area many times in Detroit. So I just think in the movie, why would they be walking up this street? Where are they coming from? There's not much down here. But, I mean, it's movie trickery, right? So it's all shot to look like it's happening in the same neighborhood. But this is far from Walt's house and from Sue's house. This is across the city. Different area. But yeah, this is it right here. This fence is very prominently seen. Don't let this discourage you from coming to Detroit. You can drive around, take a look at some of the, you know, the rougher areas. It's had its tough times. But there's some great things to do, and it's a great city. Trust me. Just trust me on this. Detroit is awesome. All right, now I gotta book it right back across town to show you where the climactic scene takes place. It's back on the other side. I forgot while I was there. That happens sometimes. I left the area to come film all this stuff and thought I was ending here, and then I was like, oh, I want to show something else. So for you Gran Torino fans, that's what I'm doing. Also getting hit by cars. So let's go to Gran Torino climactic scene right up here. Well, came all this way, and you look right there at that empty lot. See that blue house? See that house right in between? That was the house from the end of the movie, right there. The house is gone. Came all this way. Oh well, that kind of sucks. But it used to be right here, and it's gone now. So that's the end of Gran Torino, and that's the end of that house. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed this. If you like it, I'll do another one. More Gran Torino locations on another video. It's gone. I came all this way. S happens.